And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, hope you enjoyed that lovely break screen and that lovely OST as well. The lovely break music, I should say. Shout out to those working behind the scenes to put all of that together. The graphic, the GIFs as well. But we have returned with our final matchup of the evening with our TvZ special Juanito versus RyoGin. Let's go. The final match of the round of 16. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the Bolivian Zerg player, the red Zerg representing Infernales esports. It is RyoGin. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Mexican Terran player, the blue Terran from Mexico, papi, representing himself, currently teamless. It is SpeCial. Juanito, let's go. Let us go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamma time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat, as this is the final best of 3 of the broadcast. Of course, we're going to be back with day 2 of the HSL tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow. Regardless, best of luck. For now, we're going to be settling in. And again, SpeCial Juanito is a player that hasn't actually played too often. I'll be honest, he did take some time off post EWC. He did take some time off. He did go on a break. So it's great to see him back. Great to see him return here to the competitive scene, to the competitive region. And we'll see how a player that's a little bit rusty compares to RyoGin, who has been around and been active and been competing since RyoGin's break. Sorry, since SpeCial's break, I'm going to say. Since his break. For now, Hatch Gas Pool, standard out of RyoGin. Now, coming into this, SpeCial is going to be favored, 100%. SpeCial, he is still favored, even if he's out of practice, even if he's not 100% in form. SpeCial Juanito, he's still a terrifying opponent. We'll see if RyoGin can pull off an upset. We'll see. I want to believe. RyoGin, he is very mid-game oriented. He does, from time to time, go for these all-ins as well. He can embrace them. He can go for them. So we'll keep an eye on him. Just catching up with the chat. Yo, I see everyone dancing, papi. Oh my god, let's go. They're dancing. Again, it's a really cool setup that they've got going on. The scenes, I mean, the graphics, the overlays, the music. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Here we go. So far, initial Reaper does move out. Again, it was a standard open out of RyoGin, going for link speed, and it's going to be on RyoGin to maintain himself to minimize losses here against the first Reaper. Reaper does kite back. So far, links do survive. Drone is under fire, but it should not go down. Oh, good. Whew. Quick morph in there into the Spore. Queen has arrived, and SpeCial is forced back. In the end, RyoGin, he defends successfully. He doesn't lose anything. Force the morph into Spore Crawler, but doesn't lose a unit. Nice defense. I mean, well, RyoGin, he does rally across the map, does get eyes on the natural expansion, does get eyes on the setup. He may lose the Overlord, though. This was a bit of an overextension. And the Overlord is going to be hunted down. Yeah, there's no saving this. RyoGin getting his third base, happily droning, saturating. Ooh, stay in gas. Hello. So coming into this ZVT, link speed is standard, of course, but typically you pull out of gas and you focus on your mineral income and you get into the mid game. But to stay in gas is a big tell, is a big sign that something is coming, either fast Lair or fast Roach Warren. But this gas is going to be spent in some way in a more aggressive manner. So really early gas income there out of RyoGin, getting up to 200 gas already. Meanwhile, Link does slip into the main, third CC behind this, third CC for Starport, economic build out of SpeCial. Going 3 CC into his 1-1-1 into what should be Banshee play with an add-on swap. As Link's a poke in once again. They shut down the Reaper. There's the add-on swap into Banshee play. So far, so good. And we spoke about what that gas would be spent on. We have confirmation, roaches. Roach Warren gets thrown down, more gas is being taken. I would say that the layer is a little bit late. I mean, even if we got the layer, it'd be early, but considering this build and considering the amount of gas that RyoGin has, there is value in getting an earlier layer. So far, RyoGin trying to keep up with the Hellions. Backing up a lot of minerals, actually. Is he just going for an all-in? It looks like that may just be the case. He's backing up so much here. I'm concerned he's going to get supply blocked. Like, he's going to make roaches, that is true, but yeah, he's supply blocked. Oh no! Yeah, so RyoGin, he gets supply blocked. He did not have enough overlords. You can see he's at max supply. He has money, but he can't spend it. Yeah, brutal supply block here for RyoGin. Ay, ay, ay. Just getting a little bit in his own head. A little bit distracted. There we go, Overlords have arrived, and it's an all-in. It's all or nothing here. Again, that's why there is no lair. There's no longevity in this game for RyoGin. One way or another, he is looking to end the game. One way or another. As RyoGin is setting up, rallying across the map. Again, he's just completely all in. The Banshee does slow down the push, does catch a couple of roaches. But RyoGin, he will commit. Looking to knock down that front door. Lings, they attempt to flood in. Hellions trying to slow down the army. They do get a lot of hits up here on the Lings. Yeah, Lings are getting roasted, but they do bust in. He busts through. It's all or nothing for RyoGin. He does supply block special. Tank on the high ground. Lings are being cleaned up, and can he pile the tank? It's gonna be close. Oh, he's only got 2 Ravagers. There's the Unsiege. Yeah, the wall gets broken, and that tank is exposed. Ooh, massive tank shot goes off. Second tank volley as well. Oh my god, the tank volleys are brutal, and with that special he holds. He shuts down the all-in, he shuts down the roaches. The MVP tank survived. And special holds. Special he holds, he survives. RyoGin behind this, he has no drones, he has no economy, he has no setup. He is completely all in. And the longer this goes on, the better it becomes for special. And even if that tank had gone down, special, he has plenty of Marines left over. He's got Stim, getting into 1-1. RyoGin, he's hurting. He's in trouble here. Overlord's going to be falling one after the other. If it wasn't for the supply block, then maybe he could have been able to pull this off. It was a very, very narrow timing. He does get the tank. Oh, the big up. Nice save. Does unsiege in time. Saves the tank. Marines, they race back home. Lings, we're just trickling out. We're trickling out of Lings one after the other. There's just not enough here. So not enough to defend. Special doing whatever he can. Yeah, there's a scan. He scans, he confirms no drones. He knows how far ahead he is. He's like, oof. Yeah, no drones, no saturation. Which Ravager moving forward. Oh my god, massive tank shots going up. Oh god, the army belts. It's not a pretty sight. Zerg players, look away, Pappy, look away, as a special takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Special does take a lead in the series. Does take the first game. And we'll see if RyoGin can bounce back. We'll see if he can bounce back, if he can recover. As that is going to be RyoGin's map of choice. And I don't blame him for going for the all-in, so the all-in makes perfect sense here. Again, special, he is the favorite player, and again, the all-in was getting damage done. He was able to bust down that front door, he broke into the natural. RyoGin, he was looking quite strong, quite powerful in that game, but as we saw, like, it was also a delayed all-in, right? The supply block was the most brutal part, I would say. Like, the supply block did slow him down, did delay him quite heavily there. And RyoGin, he wasn't quite able to get on top of that tank. He wasn't quite able to break the main base. He did go all the way. He ignored the natural, trying to go for some more secure damage. GG. GG, well played. In the end, Juanito does hold, does survive, does persevere. And now we're getting ready for game number 2. Now, as a reminder, it is going to be RyoGin's map of choice. It is a loser's pick. So we'll see what RyoGin goes for. Now, I believe they still did conduct vetoes, and they have some maps left over. So we'll see what they embrace. It's so long, perhaps bug? No bug, Pappy, no bug. Just a bit of a longer break. Took a little bit longer to get going. You know, the other matches are still ongoing as well. I should open up some of those streams, actually. Hold on. Should open them up. The Novak, Born Gaming, Protocito. I'll give them all a follow. Meanwhile, as we're settling in, says, yo, a big shout out to Liquid Mana in the chat. Thank you so much. Dzień dobry. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you guys had a great stream. Hope you had a great ladder session. And welcome one and all to the HSL. Welcome to the Hispanic StarCraft League. This is a, basically imagine online GSL, but for the Hispanic speaking countries. So Latin American countries, and Spain is involved as well. Spain is also involved. This has been a month-long event. We did just wrap up the group stage over the course of the month, and now we are here with the playoff bracket. This is day one of the playoffs, and we are in the final series, so I hope you guys had a great time. We're nearing the end of the broadcast. Again, just a couple of games remaining here. This is the final best of three. We are mid-series into SpeCial versus RyoGin. Slash shout-outs to @mana. Beautiful, beautiful. So big shout out to Mana. Thank you. Dziękuję, that's maybe a bit of... I should have said that instead. Dziękuję, baby, dziękuję. Dzięki. That's, here we go. We're getting into game 2. Boy, Juanito Special, of course, does have that 1-0 lead, and we'll see if we can extend that lead and claim the series, or if his opponent can bounce back. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the red Zerg player from the land of Bolivia, representing in Finales esports. It is RyoGin. Oh my god. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Mexican Terran player, the blue Terran from Mexico. It is SpeCial. And as we get into this game, a big shout out to the Acer 313 in the chat. Papi. Oh my god, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. That's a lot of subs, Papi. That's a lot of subs. Thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it. Acer has been gifting quite a lot of subs over time here on the channel, so thank you so much for all the support, for all the love, for the support in the chat. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft as we are settling into that second game. Again, it is going to be hatch first here out of RyoGin, hatch gas pool, and SpeCial likewise setting up with what looks to be 2-Rax Reaper. Let's go. As a reminder, we are loading into the smallest map of the map pool, in the ladder map pool at least. The shortest rush distance by ground. Whispers of Gold is known for aggression, so going for a 2-Rax Reaper build does make plenty of sense here from SpeCial. As a reminder, RyoGin did go for a 2-base all-in the previous game, but this time hatch gas pool, standard opener, and we'll see if RyoGin can minimize losses and keep up against the Reapers. Now, this is not an all-in, but this is more committed than usual. This is not 2-Rax Reaper. What do we see? A 3rd Rax. 3rd Rax is on the way to 3-Rax Reaper here out of SpeCial. That much more committed, that much more aggressive, that much more potential for damage, and now there's even less room for error for RyoGin. RyoGin, there's more pressure on him here to minimize losses, to keep up with his queens, with his lings, and to survive. We'll see if he can. Saturday Juanito Special coming up. Let's go. Technically, it's Sunday here in Australia, but Saturday, I think, in most other places in the world. In Latino America. True. That's what matters. This is what matters. As we go. Reapers are moving out. Keep it going, CranKy. Oh, gracias. Thank you. As Reaper does poke in. Dancing with the army. Dancing with the lings. Likewise, again, we're making 3 more Reapers behind this. RyoGin, he does scout. He does confirm the 3rd Rax. He notes. RyoGin, he is aware. And he has to buy time for Ling Speed. Ling Speed is on the way. Still mining gas. So far, the Reapers, they do kite well. They pick off 2 Lings. 2 Lings go down. The 3rd base is on the way. And we'll see if SpeCial can force a cancel on that 3rd. He rotates over. He ignores the 3rd base. He wants more damage. Oh! He wants Lings. He wants the Queen if at all possible. Queen getting caught out. Yeah, Queen is getting low. And the Queen may just fall here. Late reaction from RyoGin. The Queen is going to go down. Massive pick off. And SpeCial, he's going to get a hand. He's getting out of control. He busts into the natural. Queen goes down. 2 more drone kills as well. 2 more drones. And we do have another Queen on the way, but this is becoming too much. It's becoming far too much at this point. Losing the first Queen is just a brutal loss. Link speed is almost done. True. And Link speed does kick in. And RyoGin will hold. RyoGin, he will hold on. SpeCial should not push onto creep. Not against all these speedlings. You can see SpeCial is dancing on the edge of creep. Poking in. Doesn't want to commit. Doesn't want to overextend. If he does, he will lose everything. Speaking of dancing with the army, getting KDA charges off. No, nicely done. Trading very nicely, actually. Has he lost a Reaper? He's lost 2. Okay. 2 Reapers have gone down for 16 Lings. For a Queen, for 3 drones. Their base is up and running. And RyoGin, what is he gonna spend that gas on? That's the question. Oh my god, he's just being pulled apart. The Reapers, they're becoming far too much here. Good positional play here from SpeCial. With that cliff face, takes down more Lings. Trades as best he can. KDA charges pop off. And we might not get into the mid game here. RyoGin, he's not going to be able to stabilize. Yeah, he bleeds out far too many Lings. He's losing far too much. SpeCial is not stopping. 4th Rax on the way. Sorry, 5th Rax on the way. He's crazy. Getting up to 5 Raxes. And again, he was baiting the Lings off of creep. That's the other thing I should mention here, is that I was emphasizing how SpeCial couldn't push too far onto creep, but instead he was fighting off of creep instead with that cliff face, with the terrain. RyoGin, he took the bait. And RyoGin just losing far too much here. Losing everything, all the Lings. And Juanito, he's not stopping. He's making 5 Reapers at a time. 5 Rax Reaper. Ay, ay, ay. Juanito, calm down. And with that, he has done it. He has done it. He has broken RyoGin. There's nothing here. There's nothing left. The Queens are going down one after the other. Lings, they trickle in. But SpeCial will clean everything up here. It kites well. GG gets called. And SpeCial, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round into the quarterfinals. GG. GG, well played, congratulations. SpeCial, he will claim the series. He will take the 2-0. Well played, very well done. Oh. Just let me admins know. But GG, very well done, very well played. He does claim the series. My condolences to RyoGin. RyoGin, he's honestly a very strong player here, but he was kind of denied even the mid game. For his own reasons as well, right? Like game 1, he was the one that went for the 2 base all in. Game 2, it was SpeCial who went for the Master Reaper. So very, very short games, very aggressive builds here, both in game 1 and in game 2. And in the end, SpeCial did claim it. And SpeCial, he is one of the favorites to make a deep run in this tournament. GG. GG, well played. SpeCial just claimed the win. And let's have a look at the bracket and catch up on what's been going on and what is coming up next tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go as we switch our scenes over, and here we go. We have the round of 16 ready and already concluded. Oh my god. We have it concluded here. We have SpeCial. SpeCial takes down RyoGin 2-0. Actually, hold on. Do I have a better... there we go. There we go. As we do zoom in, so SpeCial takes down RyoGin 2-0. SpeCial advancing on to face off against Eggs in the next round, as Eggs took down Zions. So the opponents, they get stronger and stronger. I would say that Eggs, he is a level up from RyoGin when it comes to Zerg players in Latino America. So the TvZs continue in that portion of the bracket. Scrolling down, Mute took down Daryl 2-0. Davo took down Hunter 2-0, and we have Mute versus Davito in the next round. I believe that's going to be a rematch. I believe Mute and Davo... No, my apologies. It was another Terran player from Peru. It was Mute versus... I almost said Draconics. Hold on. Just double checking here. Mute, it was Mute versus Luciano and Mute versus... Bombilla, that's it. Okay. My apologies, confusing Thabo with Bombilla. So Mute, he is pretty well prepared. He's pretty well versed in this matchup. He did take down many proven Terran players in the group stage. Now he's up against Davito. That's going to be a close one. That's going to be intense. I'll be honest, I want to cast that. That's a spicy series. Scrolling down, Eon takes down Charlie Cox 2-0. Vortex takes down Black Knight. We have Eon versus Vortex in a ZvZ. For those that are just tuning in from Mana's stream, you may not be aware of this, but Vortex, he is of course Lucifer's brother. He is the Spanish Zerg player. Right now, he is an AoE 4 competitor, but he has come back to StarCraft for the HSL. So it's great to see his return, and I look forward to seeing more of him. I was lucky enough to cast him in the group stage, and Vortex, he's looking pretty good, looking pretty in form. Does his own things. He was playing a lot of Muta. Like, Muta is very out of meta nowadays. But he was playing a lot of Lingbane Muta in ZVT. It was very nostalgic, very old school, and I look forward to seeing more of him in that ZVZ. Best of luck. Scrolling down, we have Cham taking down Bombilla 2-0, and Akeron taking down Fair Spitter 2-0 as well. That is not a TvZ, that is a TVP. For the Europeans that are tuning in, you should be familiar with Akeron. Akeron, he is the Spanish Terran player, but Akeron, he did step away from the game. He did take a step back, take a break in October of last year. Akeron, he has not been competing since then, and when Akeron showed up for this tournament, he's not playing Terran. He has made the full switch to Protoss. So Akeron, he is now a Protoss player. He has cast away the facade that was his Terran, and now he's gone full Protoss. He wants to win, papi. He wants to win. Let's go. So we have a TvZ with SpeCial and Eggs. We have a TVP between Tavito and Mute. We have a ZVZ between Eon and Vortex, and we have a ZVP with Akeron and Cham. Let's go. So a pretty diverse lineup here. And again, the quarterfinals are going to be played out tomorrow. We played out tomorrow here instead. But otherwise, hope you'll enjoy yourselves. Who is Black Knight? Black Knight is a Spanish, I believe Spanish Protoss player. No, sorry, Spanish Zerg player. My apologies, my apologies. Spanish Zerg player. Zerg player from Spain. You've got this rare gift of making people feel welcome and happy just by being you. Thank you for sharing that energy with us every time you go live. Oh, very kind words. Kind words, Infestor, kind words. Thank you, thank you. Do appreciate it, do appreciate it. Much love, much love. Gracias, gracias. Light is a light against the darkness. Oh no. But regardless, hope you'll enjoy yourselves here. And again, we have just wrapped up with the first day of the HSL. If you missed out, if you just tune in, say from Mana's raid, I do recommend the VODs. We had some really fun matches. We had some really fun games. I do recommend checking out Bombilla versus Cham. That was maybe the highlight. Eggs versus Zions was also very close and very clutch. Went all the way to the ace match. A lot of sky toss, you know, a bit of a warning there. There's a lot of sky toss involved in that PvZ. If you're a Zerg player, if you get triggered by 15 carriers like mass sky toss, then be warned, because that was crazy. what we saw between Eggs and Zions. So again, I recommend it. Do recommend it. We also featured Mute versus Daryl as well. So do check it out. Otherwise, we are going to be wrapping up. I say wrapping up. Let's have a look here. I say wrapping up, but we do have an outro video to feature, which I look forward to showing off. But I might actually jump on. With Enki. I don't know. I don't know if I want to crash. I don't know if I want to crash his stream.
No hemos visto nada.
Como pasa en fútbol, o sea, un amistoso no va a enseñarte lo que de verdad.
Ah, they're in a call together. Okay.
¿Entendéis? Si son las mismas selecciones o.
So I was gonna say that I would love to jump on a call with Enki and talk about the HSL and talk about the matches, but it looks like Enki right now, he's in a call with the other Spanish casters. For those that are curious, there's like 4 Spanish streams. There's Protosito, there's Enki, there's the Novak, and there's Bond Gaming as well. So there's, and also there's 5, and there's also Sitasca as well. Also Sitasca. So I don't want to intrude. I don't want to intrude on their conversation, but it's all good. It's all good. So I might catch up with Enki next time. Enki, of course, he's el hermoso. He's hermoso. Good friend, Spanish caster. But I'll catch up with him next time. Otherwise, hope you'll enjoyed yourselves. Hope you'll had a great time. Again, when it comes to the rest of the broadcast, when it comes to the rest of this bracket, tomorrow at this time, or I say at this time, 3 hours ago, is what I should say. So 3 hours ago this time, so in 21 hours, in 21 hours time, we're going to be live here once again on this channel with the quarterfinals, with the semis, and then the grand finals thereafter. Plenty of content, plenty of HSL content coming up at you after, or tomorrow in 24 hours, or 21 I suppose. So do tune in. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying the broadcast. ! Socials in the chat. And you will get a link to the social media page of the CranKy Ducklings. We have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, YouTube, Discord, all things CranKy Ducklings. We do upload on YouTube on a daily basis, so if you missed out on this tournament, If you missed out on the tournament, if you missed out on these matches, or even some of the other broadcasts that we have here on the CranKy Ducklings, then do check out our YouTube, just because all the VODs are uploaded then and there. We do cast twice a day, every single day. We cast more than any other channel out there in StarCraft. We have all the content, we have all the casting, and that will continue for as long as we can keep going. I mean, again, we've been doing this full time for what, 5 years already. We'll do it for another 5, papi. Let's go, let's go. Our next broadcast is actually going to be at 8 p.m. AEST. That is going to be in like, what, 16-ish hours, 16, 17 hours. We're going to be live with the Sparkling Tuna Cup. That is our weekly open tournament where we feature players like Björn, like Solar, Christiana, Showtime, Skillus. Again, it's a weekly open cup, so expect your regular open cup champions to be facing off in the Sparkling Tuna Cup. Again, that is going to be featured before the HSL. So first Sparkling Tuna Cup, then we take like a couple of hour break, and then day 2 of HSL. And then after that, it's, you know, a break, and then Woody TV Monday. So, you know, we do cast again twice a day, every single day. We have Pegasus Monday on Tuesday. We have the Rex April Madness on Tuesday and Thursday. We have Code for Giants Cup on Wednesday. We have the Pondcast on Wednesday. We have more Little League Cup on Thursday, on Friday. Like, we have plenty of content. KSL is this weekend. True. MSO, Fire Grow Cup. So plenty of tournaments on the horizon. Plenty of casts twice a day, every day. So do consider following, You can also help support us on Patreon as well if you wish. You can help support us on Patreon, as our Patreon does fund our weekly tournaments. But otherwise, you should actually check out some of the other Spanish casters. As I mentioned, there's 4 other content creators covering and funding this event. There was a crowdfunding initiative for the HSL, and it succeeded. It was very successful. The Latin American community, the Spanish-speaking community got together and funded the event, and that's why we have a HSL. And there might even be a season 2 in the future. So big shout out to the Latin American speaking community. And again, do check out the other Spanish streamers as well. Otherwise, we are going to be wrapping up. Otherwise, we're going to be wrapping up here. Oh. We're going to be wrapping up. And as we wrap up, you know what time it is. Yo, watch the video. Watch the intro again. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Big shout out to those working behind the scenes on making all these graphics and making all the hype videos as well. Enjoy. Let's go.